Hey, this is Chris. I just want to encourage you on something today. It was brought to my attention that we had one of our agents that's contracted with me call up one of the insurance carriers and throw a whole bunch of profanity and nasty, raging, irate language at them for something that they can't control and something that turns out to be not a problem in the first place. And certainly the person who took the call and the brunt of this agent's wrath had nothing to do with the policy, even if it was a problem, turned out to be not. I want to encourage you. Sometimes we all have frustrations that we deal with. But one thing that sometimes we forget is the people that we unleash our anger on. Sometimes we think of as a lesser person because of the status that they have in life. Nothing makes me madder. As a matter of fact, one of the things we love to do when we interview people to come to work for me is we take them out into a social setting. Why? So we can see how they interact and how they engage with people that are their servers, their wait staff. Because one thing that I have learned from dealing with people over the years, back when I was in law enforcement and had to deal with people at their worst, and in insurance I have to deal with people in a totally different relationship, is people are who they are, and their true colors come out when they deal with people, when they think that nobody's listening, they think that they can berate people that are lesser status than they are, or maybe they just simply have no self-control whatsoever. So here's the encouragement. If we can continue to remember that everybody that we deal with, everybody that we talk to is of an equal status as we are, and frustrations taken into account as well, no matter what we're dealing with, we have to remember to treat people as people. And sometimes I'm short with my email replies to people because I want to keep it short and brief. And sometimes that's misunderstood as being rude, but it's never intended to be. But I would never think about calling an agent on the phone or a carrier that I get a paycheck from and expecting no consequence from calling up and screaming and yelling at this carrier, especially the frontline person whose job, being customer service or agent service, is to serve and to help me in my quest of building my business. There's no faster way to a bad reputation, and in the case of me and my agents, I'd happily terminate an agent and cut off the communication that they have with a carrier who's a trusted partner that I'll have for possibly decades, because I don't want my partners and my reputation of my organization to be that we have a whole bunch of hot-headed people that call up and go off the handle and think that they can treat carrier representatives as if they're lesser than they are by just going off with no self-control. So I know we have bad days, everybody does. We have bad things that happen. We have cases that get dropped off because of human error. We have declines that happen automatically that sometimes need a human interaction to go in and intervene and fix it. I understand all that, and that's part of the business. We're going to have frustrations, we're going to have setbacks, but we're dealing in a people business, and that's just what happens when people are involved in your business. So I want to encourage you, with everybody that you speak to, you don't have to be bubbly, you don't have to be fake, you don't have to be insincere. When you're angry, though, we should have a cork that we put right in between our lips so that we don't cut off our nose to spite our face. We don't burn a relationship of a carrier and an upline that's there to support you and help you and build your business to the extent that they can. Sure, you're going to get people that are, sometimes that work with you in different industries that are at minimum wage, and they're there for a reason because that's where they're going to go. That's all they're going to do. And sometimes those people don't care about your business because they're already satisfied with what they're making. I understand that. But how you respond is everything. That builds your reputation. That builds your word of who you are. And if you go on carrier trips, I've seen this happen. You go on carrier trips and you've got the reputation that precedes you, that you deal with everybody as if you're the overbearing, bully, jerk agent that no one wants to deal with. That reputation does precede you, and they'll be talking about you when you go to these trips if you make it there. So if you want to build your relationships in the industry, please remember, everybody you talk to, treat them on a professional basis, no matter how frustrating you are. If you need to go speak with a supervisor, do it, but do it in a calm, professional manner, because we are trying to uplift the median line here in our industry and all be professionals. We can only do that if we raise the bar and communicate with each other in a professional way. So please don't call up the carriers and scream and yell at them, especially for things that the person you're talking to on the phone can't control. It's just beneath who we should be as professionals in this industry. I want to encourage you, Keep it positive if you can. And if you can't say anything nice at all, like my mom said, don't say anything at all. Send an email, have it go up to your upline. That's what your upline gets paid for. That's why they get the overrides. That's why they do so much volume. Let them fight a battle for you. That's what they're there for. If you're with an upline that doesn't understand the struggle, doesn't understand the situation that you're in, maybe you should choose another one. But that's what your upline is for between you and the insurance companies. You have somebody to go to bat for you, somebody that hopefully has a relationship with these people, that sees them more than just on the newsletter somewhere, that actually has an interaction with them. And those relationships very often come to bear fruit. But just watch what you say, because reputation spreads quickly in this small world of insurance. Have a great day. Bye-bye.